Buenos dias, hermosuras. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, hello, my name is Michelle. Welcome to my channel. It has been a while since I've been on here, but today we are going to be answering some frequently asked questions about how my surgery went and what's going on. I did put a little question box on my Instagram and I am checking them out right now, and we are going to go and see, go ahead and answer the most frequently asked questions, FAQs, duh. And also look at my ring just whoop whoop. So if I just take it off mid video, y'all know why, okay? She's a little congested right now, okay? These allergies are kicking my butt and I can't, like it's just, bear with me. For those of you that are new here, I did get weight loss surgery in June 29th of this year, 2021. I am officially 11 weeks out, and we're gonna talk about, you know, all these little things, but mostly the questions, and we'll see, you know, what we get from here. So the first question goes, do you have to take vitamins for life? What about deficiencies? Yes, vitamins are for life. The vitamins you have to take for life because they take so much out of you. You know, you can't have the vitamins, you can't intake your vitamins like a regular person does, you know, like with protein and like, you know, chicken, beef, you know, your protein of choice, you know what I mean? So you do have to put the vitamins. You have to take are the multivitamin, which has the multivitamin A, D, E, K. They have to have those. Those are the most important vitamins that you have to have. Vitamin D with calcium, B12, and the iron. Now, for me, I wasn't able to take vitamins. I tried my best. I tried the first month or so to have like my vitamins. I did take the Celebrate brand chewables. I could not get over the taste. The gummies were kind of gross. So I ended up getting the one-a-day women's, but the one-a-day women's don't have enough vitamins for us, so I would have to take 2 a day, and they were like this big. Well, not really, they were like, you know, they were pretty huge, and I just couldn't swallow it either, and they tasted disgusting also. I tried the gummies, Flintstones, I tried all the gummies, but I felt that I had way too much sugar and I just wasn't feeling well with those vitamins. So one of my friends actually put me on to a patch type of vitamin. They're patches, and they are from the brand Patchaid. You could get them at patchaid.com. I'll leave the link in my in the description of the video so you could see it. But this is the Duodenal Switch Pack. I have the multivitamin, the iron, the B12, and the calcium D3. So these are just little patches, and I'll show you guys how I put them on. So literally what they are, they come in a little pack like this. They are a 30-day supply. You can get them, they are a 30-day supply. You can get them like a subscription box kind of, and they could, you know, be sent to your home. I have them for every 30 days they come in. So literally they are little patches. They come like that, and they come like on a little transparent film, 6 of them in each little transparent film, and they are like a sticker. So what you do basically is you just take them off and you put them on different parts of your body every day. You have to be changing your vitamin patch every day, just like if you're taking a regular vitamin. So all I do is just, you know, put it there just like that. And I do this for all the vitamins that I have. I also added the collagen patch and the biotin patch. The biotin is for the hair because we are going to lose hair. It's a matter of if we lose hair, it's a matter of when we lose hair. I am 11 weeks out. I have not noticed my hair, you know, thinning. I have not noticed my hair falling off more than usual. So I don't think I'm on that, you know, side yet, but I will get there. I know it's just a matter of time before I start losing my hair. And the collagen, of course, is for hair, skin, and nails. There's also a lot of other things, you know, just Google collagen, benefits of collagen, and yeah, so those are the vitamins, and they are from Patchaid. Now, the thing is that the doctors are kind of iffy, so you do have to talk to your surgeon to see if your surgeon recommends the patches. Now, I have friends that have used the patches, the patch vitamins, and their labs come back clean, super good, like if they were taking a regular vitamin, like a pill vitamin or a gummy vitamin. I don't have my labs until October. So until next month, that's when I have my next set of labs to see, like, you know, how I am with all my vitamins, and hopefully, you know, there's no deficiencies there. But that is what it is. And yes, you do have to take vitamins for life. All right, the second question is, will they do it if you have existing conditions? And then there's a follow-up to, how big do you have to be considered by your insurance? You don't have to have pre-existing conditions. All you have to be is obese to morbidly obese. If you are overweight, like on the overweight spectrum, it is kind of iffy because then it's not like medically necessary in the terms of insurance. But if you go into your primary care doctors or any doctor's office, there's always going to be a BMI chart. It's called BMI chart. And what it is, it has height and weight, or height, yeah, it's height and weight. So you look for your height and then you go up to your weight, and then there's like little lines that say underweight, normal, overweight, obese, morbidly obese, and things like that, you know. So me, I'm gonna show you guys a little, I'm gonna put it on the screen here. I am right now 5'8", and last time I weighed myself was September 1st, and I weighed 265. So right now I am considered obese still. Not as obese as when I started, but I am considered obese. Pre-existing conditions, I didn't have any pre-existing conditions, but yes, if you have pre-existing condition, becomes medically necessary because it is for your health, to help you live a healthier life. To how big, you just have to be considered obese, to extremely obese, morbidly obese. But what I would do, call your insurance. It all depends on the insurance. Not all the insurances cover it. That's why a lot of people go to Mexico to get it done. My insurance was this close to not accepting it, but my surgeon, Dr. Reddy in Roseville, California, and the Sutter Medical Foundation, he fought for me. He called the insurance, like they scheduled a peer-to-peer review, and they talked, and you know, they spent a while talking, but it got approved, and that's how I got my surgery here in Roseville, California. So definitely call your insurance and let them know, like, hey, is weight loss surgery, bariatric surgery, is this covered under my insurance? And also, if they say yes, ask what are the requirements. Like for me, it was a 6-month program. I had to meet with my primary care doctor, gave me the referral. Then I went to a doctor that took over my case, dietitian, psychiatrist, surgeon. I got an EKG and EGD. And then I went to some mandatory classes pre-op, and I have some mandatory classes post-op as well. And then I do have to have follow-ups for the next 2 years with that same team. So it just depends on, you know, how your insurance is and, you know, all that stuff. So give them a call for sure, because all insurances are different. I have Blue Cross Blue Shield PPO. The next one says, how many days were you in the hospital and for how long was the procedure? How many days? I stayed about 2 or 3 days. I went in on June 23rd, which is a Tuesday, and I don't remember when I left, quite honestly. I think I left on the 3rd, I want to say. And that's only because I couldn't pass gas and I couldn't keep myself hydrated. I couldn't drink 750 milliliters of water or juice or, you know, whatever they gave me. I couldn't drink it, and if they were to let me go on the second day, I was gonna dehydrate, gonna, you know, have to go to urgent care and things like that. So they did keep me an extra day because of that. Otherwise I could have gone home literally like maybe after, not after, but like the next day after the surgery. The surgery took about like an hour and a half ish, and then I didn't go up to my room until like 5, 6, and that's only because when they do the surgery, they have to make sure you wake up, so they put you in like a little recovery room, and then they wheel you up to your room. So it took anywhere from, like, the actual surgery took anywhere from an hour to 2 hours, hour and a half ish, and then the rest, you know, just the recovery, and then I was on the floor. Other one, how long did the pain last after surgery? I cry for everything. I'm a chillona AF. My pain tolerance is like 0 to none. Literally, I cry for everything. My pain when I got out of the surgery was, I want to say 13. It was high. It was a high pain. I was in the hospital, and I was you know, getting over here like, ooh, happy juice or whatever. So I didn't really feel that bad when I was in the hospital. They were taking care of me. When I got home, the pain literally was like a 3, 4 sometimes. I did have pain medicine. Did I take the pain medicine? No, because it didn't hurt that much. You know what I mean? And as I said, my pain tolerance is very low. So there was like little to no like pain, you know, when I got home. It was just when I was in the hospital. But in the hospital, I was taken care of by all the wonderful staff and, like, you know, all that. So it depends on pain tolerance and things like that. I did have some bruising on my stomach, but that's, you know, how it is a laparoscopic procedure. So the robot arm was like pressing on my stomach, I guess. And I did have some bruising on my stomach, but like on the inside, it didn't hurt at all. This one says, during the process of losing weight, did you take diet pills? If so, which ones? No, I did not. What I did, I went on a very strict calorie deficit. I would only intake 1,500 calories a day. I did cardio, like the Team Body Project videos at home 3 times a day. Walked at least 20 minutes a day, like in the mornings or in the afternoons. You know, that was the whole week, and that was it. I stopped eating fast food. I stopped eating with oil. I stopped eating bread, sweets. I cut up all sweets. I would drink a gallon of water a day. So no, I didn't take any diet pills. I stuck to a very strict calorie deficit, and I was very strict on what went into my body. This is another question having to do with painkillers. Did you take heavy duty painkillers, and for how long? When did you not need them anymore? I took heavy duty painkillers when I was in, well, it wasn't really heavy duty. I think it was a morphine. I think they gave me morphine, and it was in the hospital, but that was it. The first day. The other 2 days they gave me Teradol, which was, I don't know if it's like a really high, you know, pain medicine. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a pharmacist, I don't know anything about that, but that is also what they gave me at home, and I didn't really take it because it didn't really hurt, you know. So I didn't really take heavy duty painkillers that I know of. Here's another one. Here's an interesting one. Were you mentally prepared, and how did your husband feel? So, was I mentally prepared? Absolutely not. I tried to prepare myself as much as possible. I did go on the 6-month program. You know, I met with a therapist, dietitian, all that. And I wanted to, you know, I was like mentally prepare myself, and this, you know, I was like, yes, I'm gonna, you know, eat smaller, and I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. But nothing really mentally prepares you for it at all. Why? Because mental hunger is super real. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. When sometimes I'm full and I know I'm full, but my head is telling me like, you're hungry, go get something to eat, you're hungry. And I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, my stomach is literally this big. I'm not hungry. I know I'm not hungry, you know, but the mental hunger is real. And sometimes you're not even hungry at all. So sometimes I'm just lugging around protein shakes, and I talk to you guys about this on Instagram a lot. Sometimes I'm not hungry. Like, nothing sits in my stomach well. I don't really crave food, so I just lug around protein shakes all day, you know, put them in coffee, put them on ice, whatever it is. That is what I'm doing. Mentally, you're never gonna be prepared. If, in my opinion, I don't think you are. You wanna think you are, but I don't really think you are. You know what I mean? That is why this surgery doesn't have that long-term success, because people do tend to go back to their, you know, habits that they had before surgery. And I mean, your stomach is a muscle, so your stomach does expand because it is a muscle. A therapist on standby, I talk to them regularly, you know what I mean? Sometimes I just have breakdowns, and it's like, it's all a mental game. It's all a mental game, especially when you see yourself change and your clothes not fit anymore, and your face is changing, and you see like bones and stuff, and you're just like, oh my gosh. Like, sometimes I'm just like, you are ugly, you know. I'm being totally honest. Sometimes I see myself and I'm like, girl, you are ugly. Like, before I was 359 and I felt pretty, I felt sexy, I felt comfortable in my body, but now it's just like the change is there, you know. So body dysmorphia is also something that's very, very real. But, you know, like, days that I'm like, oh my gosh, you look so ugly, there's other days that I'm like, girl, you're so freaking pretty, you are so cute, you are doing this, yes, keep going, you know what I mean? So it's just sometimes like it just plays around with your body, it just plays around with your mind, you know what I mean? So mentally, was I prepared? No. Am I still trying to, you know, get into the groove mentally? Yes. So it is kind of hard, but it's not impossible, and I'm loving the results completely. How did my husband feel? My husband was 100% on board since I told him, I was like, hey, you know what? I want to get weight loss surgery to try and lose weight. And he's like, okay, yeah, for sure, you know. And him and my daughter are like the biggest support system that I have. Not only because we live so far from my parents and like so far from his parents, you know, we're like literally alone here in Sacramento. They are my biggest supporters, my biggest support system. Sometimes I'm like, oh, you know, I want this, let's go buy this. And they're like, you can't eat that, let's go buy this instead, let's get this instead, you know. So it's like things like that you need a very faithful, very strong support system. You can, you know, have a good journey. And my husband and my daughter are that. So yeah, my husband was totally up for it. Right now he is on vacation, and you know, we FaceTime, and he's like, oh my gosh, you look so different, you look so beautiful, you look so this, you look so that. He's like, I cannot believe it, you know. It's just like cute things like that. So yes, he is and he was on 100% since the beginning. The next one says, do you eat a lot of small meals throughout the day, or do you stick to liquids in between meals? I eat my 3 meals a day. Sometimes, as I said before, sometimes I don't even get hungry, so I'm just lugging around protein shakes, and I, you know, do my protein intake and do all my calories with the protein. On a good day, when I'm like hungry and I'm eating good, I eat my breakfast. For breakfast, I drink my protein with my coffee. I get full. I stay full. Then it's a little snack, salami with like a mozzarella cheese stick. That's what I eat for snacks. Some nuts, you know, things like that. For lunch is whatever was left over from the night before for dinner, because right now I am staying at home. I'm not working, so that's what I eat. Sometimes it's like chile rellenos without the huevo, without frying it, just like the chile with a little bit of cheese, you know, in the air fryer. Sometimes it's beans with a huevo, you know, it depends on what's there. And then after that, I do try to sneak in a snack. If I can. If I can't, that is totally okay. I'm not like, oh my god, like, you know, I need the protein, I need that snack. No. For dinner, sometimes I don't even eat dinner because of the same thing. I don't eat after 6, 7 in the afternoon. I stop eating because it just doesn't sit well for the next day. So I just like either drink a protein shake, you know, something that keeps me full, but sometimes I don't even eat dinner because I don't even get hungry. But between those, I do drink my water regularly. I am, you know, doing all that stuff. So yes, that is what we do. I remember you said you drank something to avoid hair loss. What is it again? I forgot. The collagen peptides from Vital Proteins. I'll put a picture here on the screen. This is what I take. I put it either in my coffee, in my water, in my tea, whatever it may be that I'm drinking. If it's like a water bottle, I leave it in my water bottle and I like shake it up. I do want to say with that collagen powder, my bad, my mama called me. Okay, so the next one says, dicen que sufres mucho afterwards. Is that true, like pain wise? So basically it says if it's true that we suffer a lot afterwards. I didn't really, like pain wise, I said before, not really, not at all, not much. I would say no. It's just the gas. I would say the gas pains are what hurts, not the actual surgery, the gas pains. But the gas is like, you know, you just walk around and they I don't know what the heck, how that happens, but you walk and it goes away, you know what I mean? So it's just gas pains, not really from the surgery or from like, you know, them cutting off a part of your stomach. It is the gas pain. The next one says, what is one thing you love before your surgery that you can't and or don't love now? One thing that I loved before that I was able to eat non-stop, I tried to pause a little bit to see if they would leave, but they are cleaning the sewer, so there's a lot of noise, so I apologize for that beforehand. So something that I loved before surgery that I can't eat, that I can't do, or I don't love anymore. It's not that I don't love them, I just can't eat it anymore, and it's mango con limon y tajin. I cannot. I could eat watermelon, I could eat jicama, I could eat cucumber, you know, I could eat all fruits, papaya, all that. But mango, I cannot. Mango hurts my stomach so bad. It's crazy. It's crazy how it hurts. Do I still eat it? Yes, I do. But it hurts my stomach so much. So I don't eat as much mango anymore. But flip side of that, I didn't like anything caramel before, and now I actually like caramel. Like the protein shakes, the caramel, the Premier Protein caramel flavor shakes. I hated them. I hated how they tasted with coffee. I hated how it tasted by themselves. And now I drink them and I'm like, ooh, these are actually kind of good, you know? So your taste buds do change a little bit. This next question is a little spicy, you know? It says, how is your sex life now? Now, let me tell you something.
No sean persinadas, okay?
No sean persinadas. My sex life is super good. I'm not even gonna kid you guys. I don't know what it is with, you know, losing weight and losing all this fat and doing that. Well, I mean, you know, I'm a little more, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's just like, you can move a little more, you can do much more things, and you don't get tired, your knees don't pop, you know what I mean? My sex life is good. It's like up here, you know? It's up here, and it's something that I was reading about it. I would read about it and I was like, that's not like, how is that even possible? But it's true. Like your hormones are up here, your you know, everything is up here. You're just like, all right, yes, okay. So, you know, my hubby is very happy with it, and so am I. You know, our marriage is like this right now, you know, and yeah, so definitely that is true. Sex life does improve so much. The next one says, is it true after someone gets gastric surgery you cannot drink any more alcohol, wine? False. You can drink alcohol and wine. I was actually cleared to drink 8 weeks out. I was able to drink. I haven't drank anything. I'm not really a drinker, but yes, you can take, you know, your occasional wine glass. You can go out and, you know, have a mimosa or whatever, you know, whatever it may be. As I said, I haven't tried it. I don't want to try it because I'm not really a drinker. The only thing that I wouldn't recommend is definitely a beer because it has carbonation in it. I haven't even tried anything like mineral water or anything like that because I'm scared that it's gonna hurt, you know, because of the carbonation, like all those bubblies and stuff. I haven't tried anything like that, but yes, you are able to drink alcohol, wine. You're even able to smoke and things like that. I don't do any of it. You are able to do it after. Like, it doesn't change your life. Like, you know, you can't do this, you can't do that. It just changes, it changes you for the better, you know? Now, on the flip side to the alcohol and things like that, this surgery does have you more prone to getting addicted to these substances, you know? So you do have to like be careful a little bit. You do have like a higher chance of getting addicted, if that makes any sense. Question is, how much have you lost in total now? So from January to September 1st, I weigh myself once a month, and I have this little book right here. I'm gonna try and link it under here so you guys could get a copy of it as well. This little book I made, and January, as y'all can see, we were 359, and then here are my little clouds that we are coloring off because we need to color them off. So from January up until September 1st, I lost a total of 95 pounds. So by myself, I did lose about 50-ish pounds. With the surgery, I lost 41 pounds so far. As I said before, today is September 15th. I weighed myself September 1st, and I weigh myself every first of the month. And we have, you know, the little things here. 359, this is me, 359, and this is me, 265. So, weight loss of 95 pounds. Question says, what have been your mental health struggles after surgery relating to weight loss? Mental health struggles is just the body dysmorphia, mental hunger. I mean, I'm already a chillona AF already. I cry for everything, but it makes me more like vulnerable, if that makes any sense. Sometimes I just sit down and I'm just like, you know, crying. But that's why we have to have a therapist. Well, we don't have to have a therapist, but I choose to have a therapist because, you know, it's just something that it just, you know, we need to be able to desahogarnos in some way or another. But mental health struggles, they have been pretty hard, and sometimes I do go through like, you know, rough patches here and there that I'm just like, I can't do this anymore. Like I can't, you know, I just want to like lay down in bed and like do nothing. I don't even clean and things like that. I go through like a little depressive episode, but I snap myself out of it because I do have a little one that depends on me. So I'm like, okay, I gotta snap out of it. I can't do this. I have to, you know, get up and, you know, do something and like all that. So what do I do to try to, you know, take myself out of that depressive state, or, you know, that the anxiety and all that? I do cardio. I go on my elliptical. I go on my vertical step climber. I do team body project videos. You know, I just try and occupy my mind with something else. I have crossword puzzles. I have the other kind of puzzles that you like fill in. I have Sudoku. You know, I keep myself occupied. I keep my hands occupied more than anything, so I could keep my mind occupied as well. So that's something that goes on. And, you know, I don't know, it's just sometimes I do feel very, very drained, and it's just things that happen, you know. Sometimes that when I like don't eat, like before when I wasn't hungry, I was like, why am I not hungry? What is wrong with me? Oh my gosh. And you get used to it. You're like, okay, I'm not hungry and it's okay. Let me replace this meal with this protein shake, and, you know, let's do this protein for today. You know what I mean? Just things like that. But it does get better. It does get better. You are going to feel that you made a mistake at the beginning because you're like, oh my gosh, what did I do? What did I get myself into? I can't eat, I can't drink. Like there was a time after surgery that I wasn't able to drink water. I could not drink water at all. Now I drink water just fine, and I drink it with a straw, which is super, super cool. I drink coffee, juice, milk, tea, anything that I want, I drink it. And it's, you know, and that was, for me, it was something that really, really hurt because I really like drinking water, and I, you know, things like that. But it does get better. You are going to feel super defeated at first, but it does get better just like anything, because you are adapting your body to this whole new lifestyle. I mean, you have to adapt your stomach to eat again. You know, you have to adapt your mind, your muscles, like everything you have to adapt again to, you know, what you were or what you want it to be. Question: after your surgery, when were you able to shower your body? My surgery is on Tuesday. So after surgery, I was able to shower literally the same day that I got home. So that was 4 days. 4 days after surgery. That was what, 4 days after surgery. That's when I was able to shower. I wasn't able to get my patches, like the patches that covered the stitches. I wasn't able to get those wet. So I would like shower like this, you know, like you know what I mean? Or I would just like cover the stitches with like saran wrap and, you know, go through that. But I was able to shower when I got home. Able to take a bath at 4 weeks post-op, and I was able to go in the pool at 4 weeks post-op. So that was pretty cool. How long did you have to be on a liquid diet before the surgery, and how long after? By the way, you look awesome. Thank you very much, first of all. So it depends on your surgeon. My surgeon, Dr. Reddy here in Rosebud, California, has had me on a 2-week strict liquid diet, only protein shakes. That those, actually, fun fact, those are not covered by insurance. I did have to pay those out of pocket. They were $333 for the whole 2-week supply of protein shakes, and they came with the first month of vitamins, chewables, iron. And how long after? Another 2 weeks. So 2 weeks before and 2 weeks after, just because, you know, you have stitches, you can't really eat anything heavy and things like that. So it was protein before, and then after, you know, beef broth, chicken broth, bone broth, shrimp broth, you know, everything was broth. Sugar-free jello, sugar-free custard, and then we go into the soft diet at week 3, and then we go into the pureed stage, and then you were able to eat whole foods and things like that. So yes, it just takes 2 weeks before and 2 weeks after of the surgery, and those are all liquid. Next question: how long was the process before you had the surgery? 6 months. The whole 6 months before the surgery, I had to wait 6 months for the insurance to approve it. Did you get a sleep apnea test done? No, I did not. It wasn't needed. My doctor said that it wasn't needed because I don't know why, but it just wasn't needed. But I did take, not the sleep apnea, I just had to do the EKG and the EGD. That's it. The other tests, no other tests were done, just like a lot of labs, but other than that, no other tests. What protein shakes have you tried and would recommend? Orgain organic protein is by far my favorite protein. That protein, the only thing is that they don't really have that much. They don't have like 2 go packs, so you literally have to, like, you know, scoop it out and put it in water or in milk and, like, you know, shake it. But those are, to me, the yummiest ones. I really like them. The more convenient ones are the Premier protein shakes. Why? Because they are low in sugar. They already pre-mixed, so you just take, you know, the little carton, shake it, put it in ice, put it on ice, or just drink it out of the carton like that. And they have a lot of flavors, and they're already pre-mixed, as I said before. So it doesn't come in a powder form; it comes in a liquid form. And then also, there is also, I want to say it's called Far Life. It's a little cow, and it tastes like chocomil. I tasted one the other day, and I was like, ooh, this tastes like chocomil. It tastes super good. So that's also a recommended one. Those are the 3 most common proteins that I take. It just says, how long did it take for your gas to go away? It took about, I want to say 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And as you know, the gas goes away just by walking. So the more you walk, the faster it goes out. I would set an alarm every hour and a half to walk 10 to 15 minutes around my house. I would go down the block, come back, and things like that every hour to hour and a half to try and, you know, relieve that gas, all the gas pain. Why do you have moments where you break down? It's just, you know, your body is changing. Everything around you is changing. The way people see you changes. The way people talk to you changes. So you're just like, was I, you know, I don't know. I just have those moments that I'm just like, was I not a human before? Was I not, you know, capable of being acknowledged before I got thinner? You know what I mean? It's just things like that. You know me, I'm a little chillona AF, so that is why I have my breakdowns more than anything. And the last question of the day, what did you get, the sleeve or bypass, and how has been your experience. I got neither of those. I got something called SIP surgery. Now, SIP surgery, you can say it's both of them. The SIP surgery, I'm going to put a picture here on the screen. What it is the sleeve. So they took off 75 to 80% of my stomach and left my stomach like a small banana. And then they have a piece of the small bowel on the bottom of the new stomach. If you like, you can see in the diagram. This is what I got done. It's a SIP surgery. It's a duodenal switch without RNY. So it is a newer version of the duodenal switch. So that is what I got done. Those are all the questions that we have for today. The most frequently asked questions. I hope you guys got a little more information with this video. And if you guys have any more questions, just, you know, don't hesitate to shoot me over a message on Instagram. I am on Instagram literally 24/7. I shouldn't, but I am. And I'm, you know, trying to get through the messages as fast as I can. Sometimes I do take a little while to, you know, answer, but I do it. I do get to them eventually. So yeah, if you guys have any other questions, go ahead and follow me there. Feel free to follow me over on Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook, and here on YouTube for any other, you know, more of me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!